everybody to the first video in the new room. I'm very excited about this. So this week, in honor of my new shelves, which has absolutely nothing to do with the topic, but I will do it anyway, I'm gonna mood read for a week. You're gonna just join me. We're gonna see. We're gonna take a chill. It's gonna be a chill week. It's gonna be calm. It's gonna be relaxing. We're just gonna be reading for a while, reading different kinds of books, reading what I want. I usually always read what I want because I am the biggest mood reader in the history of mood readers. So I'm gonna just stand in front of my bookshelves for the next 10 to 15 minutes and think very hard and strong in my mind what I actually want to read. Let me pick out a book and I'll be right back. I'm gonna start this week off and I'll be Reckless. Okay? I want to read Reckless. It came out today, I think, and it got to my doorstep today. Like this morning, I ran after the mailman because he drove off with my packages and I was like, I got you. So I have Reckless now and I'm very, very excited. If you know me, you know this about me. If not, I had a tough time with Powerless because it was very similar to the Red Queen series, which is one of my absolute favorite things in the world. I have really, really high hopes and I want this book to be good. I want this book to be everything that I want in a book. I'm ready for it. Let's read. I'm ready. I got my water. I got my book. What more could I want? It smells good. I'm not going to tell you what this book is about, by the way, because I don't want to spoil the first book for you. That's not who I am. That's not what I'm trying to do here, alright? We're just having a fun time reading. I'm going to tell you if the book is worth it. I'm going to tell you if I'm happy with the book. However, I'm not going to give you a plot summary. I remember liking Kai a lot in the first book, so I know that I'm going to enjoy most of this book as well. The only fear that I have is that the plot isn't original, but I think that in this case, because it's the second book, I think she's going a different route than I'm expecting her to go, and I'm gonna be happy about it. We're getting more backstory about the characters. I like it. I like characters having a backstory, obviously. Please tell me you like my new bookshelves. By the way, I want to hear it. Even if you don't like them, just tell me you do. I like sentences like this. My blood is only useful if it can manage to stay inside my body. It's fun. Maybe it's just the fact that I like violence in books. I'm still a good person, I promise. It's just inside of books. I'm 5 pages in and I'm having a good time. I think that's a good sign. How have I been surviving this long without a bookmark? I've been using my Kindle, mostly because I read it in one go, and this book is extremely fast to read. Like, let's be honest, I've been reading for like 1.5 hours tops, and I'm 200 pages in. I have another 150 pages to go from the looks of it. I will be finishing this book tonight. Like, let's not kid ourselves, I will be. So far, it's good, but it's also a little repetitive. I know I'm being a little nitpicky, but I've been feeling good about it. Like, I'm enjoying it. It's just not mind-blowing. And I don't know why, because I want it to be mind-blowing. It's just not blowing my mind. I will continue to read this book now, and I will talk to you, honestly, probably either like a good chunk into it or once I'm done, because it's gonna take me another hour and then I'm done. So let me get back to reading. I hate to say it, I'm 252 pages in, but I'm a little bored. Like, not to the point where I'm like, I'll DNF the book, like, not to that point, but it's just like, it's dragging. Not a lot has happened, and if something has happened, it's not to the point where you're, like, in your shoes, like, about to defend somebody. You know they're just gonna run away and it's gonna be fine. They've been running all the time, and it's just been very annoying to me. I don't like my fantasy books the way that I like my romance books, which is predictable. I like my fantasy books to be unpredictable, whereas the romance books, they're allowed to be predictable because that's their sole purpose. But this, I want to be quaking in my boots that I'm not currently wearing because I am wearing Pride socks. But I'm just like a little more. Give me a little more. I have this much left. Like, I'm just a little bored right now. Let me quickly get through this boring part. I'm pretty sure that it's gonna leave me on another cliffhanger, because why wouldn't the book, right? But I feel like What this book is missing is somebody important dying. Let's just face it altogether. We need something that just like hits you straight in the face, like punches you and like knocks you out. That's what I need right now. And all I'm getting is people like gently caressing my cheek and being like, they're there, it's gonna get better. I don't want that right now. Like, I want action and not neck scratches. Anyway, I don't know why I'm feeling like this. I don't know if I'm supposed to be feeling like this, but it's just dragging. Are you with me on this? Have you read this? Please tell me if you are experiencing a similar thing right now. And also, like, if you love this book, this is my personal opinion. Like, as always, personal opinion. It's not bad. I'm just bored. I'm not scared for any of them because I know that in the end of this, they're both still gonna be alive. I'm looking for the kind of books where I'm not sure that there's gonna be a happy end. I'm kind of sick of happy endings in fantasy books, not in the romances. In the romances, I need the happy endings, but in this, I need the possibility of them just not being happily ever after, right? Just give me a little bit of fear and like an existential crisis. That's all I want. I'm pretty sure that sentence was supposed to make me cry, but it just didn't. And I might be emotionally cold. Maybe that's just because I didn't connect to the character that was introduced earlier. I just, no. I don't feel the book. That's my biggest issue. I felt the novella. I really, really loved the novella. But this one, I'm just like not here for it. And I don't know why. I'm angry. I don't think that any emotion inside of me right now is as strong as my anger. I hate this. Like, this is the last page before the ouch, I saved from the face. It's the last page before the epilogue starts, right? I hate it. This plot twist will most likely make it so that I won't read the last book because I can't be bothered. It doesn't make any fucking sense. What are you trying to tell me here? I don't wanna. No, I don't care anymore. You ruined it. I am inclined not to finish the last 6 pages that I've got going on, but I'm just gonna do it for the funsies and for the fact that I won't get called out for not finishing the book, even though I have just 4 pages left. So, no. Who thought this would be a good idea? Who? Who was it? Because it wasn't me. I knew this was gonna happen. Did you know why I knew this was gonna happen? Because it has happened before in The Red Queen. And I hated it back then, and I hate it now. I'm so done with drawing parallels between the 2 books because I really don't want to. Because I know that, like, every single thing that can happen in a fantasy book has probably already happened in another fantasy book. You don't even know how much I hate it. Like, I'm gonna read the last 4 pages now, and I'm hopefully gonna enjoy them. Like, let me read them. I did it, alright? It's the fact that I just read these 3 pages so fast because there was absolutely nothing going on in them. It was just his feelings. Ugh. Feelings. Anyway, this book was not for me. I'm just getting the feeling that this whole series might just not be for me. The only reason why I finished this book so fast, by the way, is because I did it for this video. I don't think I would have read this book as fast. I think I would have watched like 10 different YouTube videos in between, played a bunch of Stardew Valley, just like did anything to not have to finish this book. And the last page, the plot twist, it just made me absolutely despise the book. I know I'm being picky, but I'm allowed to be picky. These are my opinions and I'm allowed to have them. So I am being picky and I'm saying that I didn't like it. I thought the book was very boring. It's a no from me. Mic drop. Book drop just doesn't sound as fun. The thing is, now I'm angry. Now I'm angry, which means I won't be reading anymore tonight. I don't see myself reading anymore tonight. Maybe I should, but at the same time, how can I? I'm going to bed. It's like a protest. Just going to bed, going to sleep. Good night. Why, good morning, everybody. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. It's the next day, by the way. The plan for today is an audiobook. I don't think I can manage to sit down and actually read a book. So I'm gonna be listening to an audiobook. And I recently ordered these editions, the Illumicrate editions of the Bergman Brothers series. And I then found out that The first 5 books are free to listen to when you have Audible. And this month, I actually do have Audible. So I downloaded all of them, and I listened to the first 4 already, and they were good and great, and I had a great time. And they're just cute romances, and I like them. I especially like the representation in them. That's amazing. I'm obsessed with it. It's so good, so fun. So, this is Everything for You by Chloe Leese. I don't know, alright? I think this one is about Ollie, who is a football player. No, he's a soccer player because we're in the US. The whole family is filled with soccer players. They're all soccer players. He's a soccer player, and I think he might fall in love with his coach? I don't know. It is a gay romance, and I'm very much here for it. While I am listening to that audiobook, I will probably be playing some Stardew Valley on my laptop, just like chilling out, getting my brain to calm down a little bit, just because it's been a little loud. I've not been sleeping very well for the past 2 days, so also I feel like this is the definition of mood reading, because I am mood reading. I'm in the mood to play some Stardew Valley and listen to an audiobook. So I think that says it all. Let me give you a rundown of this book, okay? I think I need to give you some more context because what I told you earlier was just plain wrong. He's not the trainer. They're co-captains of the soccer team that they both professionally play for. He's in his mid-30s, I believe, like the other guy, the grumpy guy. So we have a classic grumpy sunshine thing going on. And our main character, Ollie, he's the most dear person I've ever read about. He is lovely. He brings people coffee. He's just overall a good, positive guy. And he just doesn't want his heart to be broken again. He's had a crush on Gavin, I think his name is Gavin, for the longest time. And so that's kind of like where this is going. And Gavin was like the first professionally out gay soccer player in the world. We're off to a great start. They obviously don't like each other. Like Gavin hates Ollie. We don't know why yet, but I have a feeling that it's gonna be great. So right now I'm having a good time. I'm having a great time actually. So the Audible app says I have 4 hours left. I like the narrators' voices. That's just all very chill and calming. I'm just overall having a chill day, which is good. My brain is a little bit of a scattered field today, and I don't know why. Usually my brain is very clean and very organized, and today it's just all over the place and messy, and I don't like it. So I feel like listening to an audiobook is the great choice. But so far, I'm really liking the book. Let me get back to my audiobook, and I will talk to you later with some more news of said audiobook. I think I have like 15 minutes left in this audiobook. I've just been sitting here and just listening to the audiobook, having the absolute best time of my life. I'm loving it. I'm also crying a little bit because it's just so good. What I love about this series in particular is that the people have real life struggles. The struggles are not made up. The struggles are struggles that won't go away. There's no magic to fix stuff. And it just embraces the fact that people struggle. And I like that. It makes sense. It's logical. It makes me suffer a little bit. But at the same time, it's just great. Honestly, if you're looking for a romance series that is giving small town vibes, even though it's not necessarily small town, but it's just all different kinds of romance with great representation of a lot of different people, please read the Bergman Brothers series. It's so good. I love it. The weather outside is behaving less like July and more like November. I'm loving it. I'm so done with summer. I don't like summer. I finished the audiobook, by the way, just like a minute ago. I really enjoyed it. This was good. Honestly, it might even be my favorite in the series. I'm not sure. It might also just be tied with the first book in the series, which is Only When It's Us. This book, I loved it. I even enjoyed the tiny little bumpy part in the relationship that normally happens in a romance book, right? I will see you in a bit with the new book that I choose for the next one that I read. I just stood in front of my bookshelves for what seems like hours, and it took me so long to decide my next read because mood reading, right? Tomorrow might be something totally different from tonight. But for tonight, after I just had a full-on midnight dance party in my room, I decided to go with a novel love story. Would I have bought this book because of the cover? Absolutely not. I think this cover is atrocious. I'm sorry to the person who designed it. I don't like the colors. I don't like it. However, I really did enjoy The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston, so I'm gonna check this one out. I had my struggles with her other book, The 7-Year Slip, but I'm just hoping this is fun. So the concept of this is our main character, she's getting a divorce or her fiance breaks up with her. Something. And she suddenly finds herself in her favorite rom-com small town where she is stuck. And this town is stuck in time. And the only character she cannot place is the grumpy bookstore owner who she will inevitably fall in love with. Let's not kid ourselves here. So that's what I'll be reading for tonight before I go to bed. Just like a few pages. Get a little bit of reading in because I just like to wind down with the book before I go to bed. So that's the plan. And then I will catch you all in the morning with an update on the book, how it's going, how I'm feeling, what the vibes are. So let me just get reading and I'll see you tomorrow morning. It is the next day. Alright, the next day. I've not been reading anything. Like, I've just been sitting here. That's a lie. Hold up. Like, I hung up this mirror and this shelf and I put plants up. So I didn't do nothing. But I didn't read, okay? I did not read. I grabbed the book. I'm like, how many pages in? 4. It's good so far. I think I read like 1 more page or something. I'm just not feeling reading. So I just won't. I'm just giving you this update that I probably will read this tomorrow, but not today. And that's fine. That's what it's all about. You don't have to force yourself to read. That would just be counterproductive, I feel like. This is a no today. And it will probably be a yes tomorrow, so I'll be back once I actually feel like reading. Now, it's the next day again, and I've not been in the reading mood. I've not been wanting to read. Like, it's just not been great. So we're changing gears. We're shifting to my comfort genre, which is Kindle Unlimited romances. And we're starting that with this one, Don't Call Me Daddy. It's a small town billionaire romance. Age gap romance, I should mention that probably. I'm here for it. This is the stuff that I read when I can't read for shit. So my rule for reading Kindle Unlimited romances now is that if I really, really enjoy the book, I'm gonna get it as a physical copy. And I've heard good things about this. I'm not sure where. Probably like on one of the TikToks I've been watching, but I will read this today and just like give you some tea on it, because honestly, like, what else am I supposed to do? I honestly think I read like 2 chapters of this and I've not been feeling it. I didn't, and it's okay. Also, yes, I am in my Heartstopper merch. I love it. It's the best thing that could have ever happened to me. We're reading Don't Call Me Daddy, and we're living the life. We're vibing. We're existing. The dedication! Okay, the dedication is for all the brats out there searching for a book daddy to put them in their place. I've got you, babes. I'm ready. Let me read. Give me a second to voice my confusion and share it with you. I'm a little bit further in. I read when I was on the bus earlier because I had to like run some errands. I'm confused because maybe I misread something. Did she just fly to Transylvania or did she fly to Pennsylvania? Because those two are very different things. She is in Transylvania right now. I have figured it out. Okay, because one of the sentences was the book is set in the, let me do this right, Appalachian Mountains, which is a mountain range in North America. Okay, I feel so much better knowing that. I was just so confused because I was like, Transylvania, that's in Romania. You don't have Taco Bell there. So it is set in the US. For clarity, I'm gonna continue reading now. I just learned that it's also fake dating and like a fake fiance kind of thing. All right, so let me get back to reading and I'll come back to you with an update once I know things. Because right now I just learned that this is fake dating and like a fake fiance situation. And I'm here for it. It's the middle of the night and I finished the book. Don't mind everything about me. Like, I have my pimple patches on. I can't talk much because I have my braces in. We're doing great, but I wanted to tell you that I finished the book. The thing about this book, was it good? No. Was it entertaining? Absolutely. It was so entertaining. It was also for a book that looks like this. This book is one of the spiciest books I've read this year, okay? And I've read some extremely spicy books this year. If you're looking for that, this is it. I'm still not sure how I feel about it because the plot had some plot holes. It was weird sometimes. The characters felt like unrealistic. Like, I also want to mention that for me, reading like random romance books, it always helps. It always helps. Also, like, just for you to understand what time it is, it's 2:13 a.m. I'm still awake because I just finished the book, so fun. Anyway, let me get to bed now because I am tired and I want to sleep right now. I'll see you in the morning with a new book. Friends, today we multitask, alright? I have been trying for the past days to get back into reading, and I can't do it. So I picked up a novel love story again because I thought, you know what? We can do this. The concept of the book sounds great, so I want to read it. I want to know what people are talking about, and I want to be able to understand this book, alright? So what I did, obviously, is get the audiobook. I'm gonna be listening to that while I will be making friendship bracelets because I realized that in about a week I will be going to the Eras tour. If you have not realized it by now, I've been to the Eras tour about a month ago. I went into such a bad reading slump during this video that it took me like a full month. I started this on July 2nd. I'm gonna be finishing this video on like the 20th, I think. And today is the 20th of August. So it's been a long time. This video has been a long time coming. You're getting this video today, which it's been a while. I've already talked about some of these videos in my wrap up. Like, I wasn't feeling well. So that's most of the explanation I'm gonna give you right now. So I still need to make friendship bracelets because I kind of pushed it off until the last minute. So we'll be doing that today while just like listening to the audiobook. It's gonna be fun. We're just gonna go in with an open heart and we're gonna be ready for this book. Alright, I don't know how long I've been sitting here, but I want to show you the friendship bracelets that I made. So here we have King of My Heart. We have the classic. Here we go. It's a little snake. And then of course, I had to make Exile. And then I also made The Man and Clean. These are just pretty simple. That's all I did so far. It's been a while since I've been sitting on this floor. So I've realized that I'm already out of C's. I was thinking of doing Clara Bow because Clara Bow is my favorite song, which I know it's weird, alright? It's not anybody's favorite song except for mine. I can't do Clara Bow because I don't have C's left because I did Clean. I'm thinking of like snapping Clean open, but I think for now I'm just gonna continue listening to the story. So far, I'm liking it and I'm having a good time. I feel like every time I'm listening to an audiobook by Ashley Poston, it turns out pretty good for me. I like her audiobooks. Maybe these are stories that are supposed to be listened to. Or maybe it was just Dead Romantics that was incredible. I never read the book, I just listened to the audiobook and I loved it. I listened to the audiobook of that one while I was walking past our graveyard. Anyway, back to this book. Let's continue and I'll check back in later tonight with you and like we'll compare my progress. Welcome back. It's been a while, but I finally, after 2 weeks, finished this book. I think the fact that it took me over 2 weeks to read this kind of speaks for the book itself. I wanted to love it, and I didn't. And it wasn't because of the writing, it wasn't because of the storytelling, it wasn't because of the story itself, because it was just boring and repetitive. Because it was set in this fictional small town. The one thing that I did enjoy was the ending. Surprisingly, I thought the ending was very good. I just, like, the last chapter bothered me again. Also, what I realized is that, like, the romance starts about halfway through the book. It takes so long for this romance to start, even though it's supposed to be a romance. I didn't have the best time. I didn't have the best time. However, in between, I read so many other books. I just never finish this one, but that's fine. It's fine. Really, 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 it's fine. I have absolutely no idea what kind of books I read in this video, by the way. I completely forgot about it because it's been about 3 weeks since I started. Like, today is the 24th of July. 24th of July. Just think about it. Alright? I think I started this on like the 1st or the 2nd of July. It's been a while. It's been a hot minute. I've been to a concert. I had to like calm down. I had so many like meltdowns and I was not feeling good. My brain was just like too loud, too much happening. So it just took me a while, but last night I finally finished the book. And with that, I can also finally finish this video and actually get it out to you guys. It's been tough for me. I've had a rough couple of weeks, which explains the tiny little pause in my videos, but I think I'm good again. I think I'm good now, and I'm ready to edit this video, put it out there for you guys, and I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to leave a like, and honestly, tell me what you think of any of these books that I read, specifically of this one. I really want to know. I really want to know. It's just, I'm interested. I'm interested in what you're thinking. Anyway, I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you soon. Bye, everybody! In case you couldn't tell, this took like a month. A good month after I finished and filmed this last clip. Here we are. The video is finally out. I am kind of feeling a little better, although that could change any given moment, but we're working with what we got here. And what we got is autism. Anyway, I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you soon. Bye!